killer power. Yeah, that's the whole tier list. Like, this is just a general tier list for killers, so that's probably so power is gonna have a big value from this. Also grass spawns. I feel like no, it's not adept anymore. Grass spawns are really bad on most maps, so you can't really hide your traps that well. And I think there's before they had some hidden like you could place your traps somewhere and they were almost hidden, but they've kind of patched that on many of the traps. I think the red forest, they removed like so many of the grass spawns and stuff, so he is very easily counterable now. I'm gonna have to put him in D tier for now, but I'm gonna change the order at the end. Move on to Hillbilly. He is probably the most difficult killer to play against. To play as, I mean. He's easily counterable if the Hillbilly isn't like... You're easily gonna counter Billy if you know what you're doing, and the Billy isn't super good. You kind of have to be super good at Billy to be able to execute him well. Curving is also quite difficult because of bad hitboxes on the map, and there's many like areas with clutter and stuff. So if you don't know how to play Billy super well, you're probably gonna have a hard time. And that's why many people also use Bamboozle with him to shut down the windows, because windows can be quite annoying if you don't know how to curve quite well and play around the windows quite well. He's probably gonna go in... I kind of almost want to put him in D tier because he's so difficult to play, but he has a good insta-down ability at least, so I'm probably gonna put him in low C tier for now at least. As a former Chopperman, I'm big sad. Even after all of the changes, they've fixed most berry spots and moved all the grass. Yeah, it's so sad. Without infinite spawning anymore mostly, his power has even less applications and value. On Billy or Trapper? On Trapper, yeah, because you can't really trap the infinites. Yeah, true. On Trapper, okay. I mean, the haste buff is nice after you put down a trap, but it doesn't change much. It's just like a small buff. It just like barely changes anything. But it's nice, of course. And he's like the poster boy of the whole game, and he's fucking probably the worst killer, which is really sad. It's mostly junk now. You don't need traps for that. Yeah. Okay, Wraith, probably the most beginner-friendly killer, even though he is quite hard to master, but he's easy to play. And you don't really, like in low MR, if you're starting out, then you play in low MR, you probably don't even need, you don't need to master him, you just need to play him. And he's easy to play, so he probably is very good in low MMR. He has high mobility and stealth, which is obviously good. You can get around the map easily and sneak up on survivors and get easy hits. He's quite... if survivors know what they're doing, they can counter the speed bonus you get when you come out of a cloak. So that's why he's quite weak in high MMR, as chases are hard and you kind of need to hit and run and catch them by surprise. High B would say he's super consistent. Yeah, he's consistent, but consistently average, I'd say. Yeah. I was gonna put him in high C tier, but you say high B, which I'm surprised with. Maybe low B, but... probably put him in low B for now. Nurse, obviously, the best killer in the game. Less counters and less predictable than Blight. Who obviously is gonna follow behind second, and her recharge add-ons got nerfed a bit. which doesn't really change much, but it changes a bit. It makes her a bit weaker, but still really strong, of course. And I have a question for everyone. If Nurse only had one blink, would she still be as good? She wouldn't be as good, of course, but would she still be S tier? Would she be A tier, B tier? She only had one blink, I wonder. But she doesn't have that, so we're gonna put her in S tier, of course, as the best killer in the game. Maybe base kit, but with add-ons and perks, he can get pretty spicy. She would be worse than Blight, but still S tier. Okay, that's fair enough. I feel like that would be a good change to make her one blink, and like one, well, the first blink is the longest anyways. It's only one blink, but you can't second blink. Maybe if you sacrifice one add-on for another blink or something, I don't know. Then if they nerfed, we're gonna get that later, but they can do some nerfs to Blight as well, so then we can almost remove the S tier. That would be quite healthy for the game, I think, if we remove the S tier and only have A tier and down to D tier. Yes, so that's Nurse. Next is Huntress, Maggot Man's absolute favorite killer. Yeah, you're gonna help me out. You're probably gonna have to help me out on this one, but she's gonna go in A tier. She has good add-ons and is easy to play, I'd say, but very difficult to master with aim, and you have to know what shots you can hit, where you have to aim, and you can obviously hit orbitals, but it's very difficult and not really. It's very cool, but not really. If you're trying to win, it's not really good to go for. F tier never win. Yeah, true facts. She obviously got a small buff with the locker reloads a bit faster than normal now. And you have to be lucky, not lucky, but you have to be not unlucky with the locker spawns, and maybe on indoor maps she might be worse because she can't really hit across the map, and like line of sight blockers that you can't really hit over. But still obviously one of the best killers in the game in my opinion, so she's gonna go A tier. We'll see about the order later. Now we have one in each tier, which is kind of cool. Do you have anything other to say about Huntress? If you play Huntress to win with actual perks, she's pretty darn good, even on the indoor. Yeah, true. Yeah, map Toba is fucking shit on Huntress. So many items, like bad hitboxes, line of sight blockers, everything. But yeah, like Aura is really fun to hit shots with, but like you have no gen slowdown, so you're gonna lose many games no matter how good shots you hit. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Next is Myers, or the Shape, which in my opinion has a really outdated power. His power is basically just exposing survivors, and you have faster vaulting speed, stuff like that. Many perks on their own do expose killer survivors anyways, so like his power is basically a perk, which definitely signals for trouble. Not for the survivors, that's for the killer. Could need a rework, but has pretty good add-ons like Tombstone Piece that can remove a survivor from the game quite quickly. But if you're trying to do a full Tombstone with infinite Tombstone, you're probably gonna have a hard time because it takes so long to get tier 3, and if the survivors are efficient on gens, then it could be quite rough. And survivors, if they know you have Tombstone, they can just jump in the locker very easily. So for that reason, I would probably put him in D tier above Trapper, I would say. Tombstone Priest is pretty darn good, but at higher level you can get murdered by lockers. Yeah, lockers, they need to find like a counter for lockers, I think. It's really unhealthy. Tuft is also super nice. The infinite tier 3, yeah. I think that is what Tough does. That infinite is nice as well. Then you're basically injured the whole game. That's what it is. If you're exposed the whole game, you're basically injured the whole game, and that's what Plague does. I guess it's good, of course, but it takes some time to get the power. Probably it takes longer to get the power with Tuft than it takes for the Plague to injure the whole team or Legion to injure the whole team. Waltz faster and lunges further. Yeah, that's true. Basically a small coup or superior anatomy, so I guess. Next is Hag. I haven't played too much of Hag. No, yeah, I could just because I hate playing her, so I haven't really played much. I can't say too much about her, but she's quite difficult to beat. If you like set up a spider web of traps around like a 3-4 gen maybe, then she's very difficult to beat because you can easily teleport. She was running comfort well, yeah, because of the spider web stuff and can set up easily. Yeah, she's quite good. You can now remove her traps without a flashlight, which I would say is a nerf for her actually, because you can't remove it flashlights, but you can just like have a medkit instead. So you can easily heal, because she's quite good at teleporting and then hitting, then running away, then going back. So if you have a medkit instead, you don't even have to need a flashlight to remove the traps. You can just remove them base kit with your hand, and then you can heal with your medkit and stuff. She's difficult to play, but can injure very quickly if you play her right and you know the good trap spawns and stuff. I would say she's probably B tier right now, above Wraith, obviously. Maybe low A. I will see about it later. I think they stopped playing as much. Yeah, probably not as good as she was. I think she got like a nerf, but I don't know when or what it was, because I remember people used to put her in like A tier and stuff, high A tier, just above Nurse and Blight, I think. Just below Nurse and Blight, I mean. Hey Sunny, we're just doing a tier list of every killer now. Hydrate for sure. Yeah, you can remove traps base kit, so she's probably bad to play in a Swift. They don't reveal traps. Oh yeah, that's true. But I'd still say it's nerf. It's a nerf for her. Next is Doctor, which is honestly one of the most weird killers in the game for me. His add-ons are very complex in my opinion, and they require a lot of like reading and understanding, which is kind of cringe, because who has time to read? Yeah, you know. If you have high ping, which probably isn't a big deal to many people unless you're VPNing, because it requires good timing. So if you have bad ping, he's not gonna get the correct timing. If the team knows what they're doing and knows how to play around it, they're probably gonna beat him. And I think like I don't know if Calm Spirit counters it, but it counters his whole power, but it definitely makes him less oppressive. In low MMR, he probably crushes survivors though, because they don't know how to deal with his add-ons and his whole madness thing. Probably gonna have to put him in C tier, probably above Billy, because he's, I don't know actually. This Billy is so difficult to play. I'm gonna put him there for now. But Checky at D, I'm so tired of him every single game. Face camping? You serious? Nah, Checky's probably gonna go pretty high. Dr. Tex can make his chases super nice. Yeah, you can like fake his power and stuff. I would say it's not really that good anyways. Probably above Hillbilly, I'd say. Next is Bubba, everyone's favorite or least favorite killer. It depends who you ask. He's quite reliant on add-ons, I'd say. Every single one has face camped and tunneled. It's crazy. That's actually crazy, yeah. This is quite a good killer. I wouldn't expect him. He's so fun, yeah. Probably my favorite killer. I just love going against Bubba. Mostly because I think it's easy to counterplay. But he's super good. I have to disagree. I think it's quite easy to play around if you know what you're doing. And it's quite reliant on add-ons. Free camp wins. Yeah, well, comp isn't really a good benchmark, because it's basically just camp and tunnel in that game, or not in that game, but in comp, I would say. Camp, tunnel, gen slowdown. He has many like predictable perks. People know you're running Bamboozle most of the time with him. People know you can run no-ed on him easily. People know you might be using Franklin's on him, so you might like know his whole perk kit and how to play around it. And it's difficult to hit high-level sauce if the survivors know how to play against him easily. So I would probably put him in probably low B, maybe high C, I would say for now. You say B? Yeah, I agree. Low B. He likes map pressure, but his chases and snowballs can be nuts. Yeah, he can like down multiple survivors in one sweep. But if you're smart, you're just like you're gonna split on gens, and you're not gonna have a problem with him chasing 2 survivors at once and stuff. And obviously with the camp nerf, you can't really camp anymore. But you can, well, you can, but then you have to take a free unhook and you have to tunnel them off the hook, I guess. Freddy sucks, no one likes him. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, next is gonna be Freddy, of course. The Nightmare. He has built-in mobility. He can patrol gens easily, just teleport to gens. But like you can kick gens easily. You can use Pop Goes the Weasel, but to get Pop Goes the Weasel, you have to get downs, and he's not really good at getting downs if you know how to play against them. So you can easily regress gens if you actually get downs, and he has good stealth with your oblivious when you're sleeping, and a bit of passive slowdown with having to wake up and knowing when to wake up and stuff, and survivors being paranoid and stuff. He does have a really bad add-ons, which probably takes him down to a C or maybe even D tier. I'm tempted to put him below Myers, actually. He's D tier. I don't know, actually. I quite like his snares and even the dream pellets, but dream pellets are, if you know what you're doing, you're probably not gonna get hit by the dream pellets. But the snares are quite nice, but yeah, probably below the Myers, I would say. Next is Pig. Traps are good slowdown, but you don't expect to get kills from your traps, because yeah, people always seem to get lucky and get the traps off. Just M1 killer with nothing special. Yeah, I agree. And many survivors like to. Oh, I changed the fucking thing. We good? Okay. Yep, many survivors like to 99 gens and stuff to counter the traps going off and stuff. Not so insane tier, so B tier for sure. Not so sure about that. Maybe. Maybe though. Maybe. Crouch is also very situational. People can easily leave the loop if they want, and if the survivors, because many survivors know you're gonna fake the ambush, or like you're gonna fake which direction you're going with the ambush. So it can trap Pig can be quite easy to counterplay if you know what you're doing. Probably high C for now. Maybe below Doctor, I'd say. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'll change it later. Yeah, she's basically M1 killer. And the ambush doesn't do much. Unless you're in a short loop and need to mind game easily. But even then you can just pre-drop the pallet and play around it if you know what you're doing. I keep changing the thing. Okay. Next is Clown. The traps, on the other hand, are super good. I wouldn't say so. I feel like they're easy to play around and play against. But they're good slowdown. That's the only thing. You shouldn't expect any kills for it. Clown can force down pellets quite easily with his pink bells, and he can also force down force. You can what am I saying? You can easily play. You can easily play around the pellets with his yellow bottles, which makes him faster, and he can easily force down pellets with pink bottles, which makes him survivors slower. So, Clown is A tier. You think so? I would have to heavily disagree. I think he's at most B tier, low, or maybe feeling rate might be too high. Yeah, just read the guide. Just know fucking every 400 pages. Easy. I'm probably gonna put him there for now. Maybe above Wraith. I'll see. No, I'm not sure. I'll look at it later. Spirits next. One of the most unpredictable killers in my opinion. Because every spirit feels like they play different. Some know you're gonna fake. Many people just walk. Some people know you're gonna walk. Some people know you're gonna keep running and then double back. Some spirits don't know you're gonna do that. So it's kind of weird. It depends heavily on who the killer is. Who is playing the killer, I mean. Yeah, she has good add-ons though and a good synergy with M1 perks. You can easily use your M1 perks right after you teleport or use your fucking power. She's really strong right now, but I'd say Huntress is probably stronger. Maybe not. Maybe I'll check it later. You can counter most loops, even check when played optimally, but it takes a lot of time though. He's underrated. I would say he's where he should be. Better than Huntress, you think so? I would say it's probably easier to play around. I don't know who's easier to counterplay. Yeah, I'll put Spirit there for now. Legion, he can easily injure almost every, if not, yeah, he can easily injure like everyone on the team, or most of the players on the team. But if the survivors are comfortable being injured and they can waste a lot of time by healing, but if they're comfortable looping and playing while injured, then he's probably gonna have a hard time. He doesn't really have a chase power, which is really bad for him in chase to get downs and stuff. That's also a reason why many of the Legion players use End Fury to end the chase quicker, and you can get, if the survivor is bad, you can get a frenzy hit, and then they stun you with the power, and then you get End Fury, and then you insta down them. So it could be a nice combo. But I wouldn't say it's very strong at all. Probably high C tier, low B tier for now. You can get the first hit easy, and if it's squad, you won't be able to get another power hit with the body blocks. Yeah, body blocks and running away. Like, he probably needs never sleep pills if he's gonna be good. Never sleep sketch, you're fucked. Yeah. That's why I feel like never sleep pills should be base kit. Maybe with power increase, no speed increase. Not too sure. Okay. Next is Plague. Just as Legion, she can easily injure every survivor for the whole match. If they decide they don't want to be injured the whole match, they can cleanse, but that's not really recommended at any point, except when you're Death Hook or if it's endgame. If you cleanse, she gets her second part of the power, I guess, and she can easily down people with her red blood or red vomit. So yeah, you shouldn't really cleanse against her, but if you don't cleanse, you're injured the whole game. If you do cleanse, you're fucked by the power. So yeah, she's definitely A tier, like you said. She's a Huntress Legion combo with a bit of info and slowdown. Yeah, I would say so. Huntress, if the moment was like a weird arc, I would say. Okay, Ghostface. Another exposed killer, just like Myers here. His power is very outdated, just as Myers in my opinion. He's basically a stealth exposed killer, which isn't really good in this day's DBD. I would say people are comfortable being injured. People know how to outplay you when they're injured. They have perks for when they're injured, and you can reveal Ghostface. You can take hits to avoid getting to reset your stalk meter. Yeah, Ghostface has got a few buffs and reworks. No, I don't even know about reworks, but he got like a buff not too long ago. He has quite good add-ons though, I would say. But for now, he's probably not going to be much more than a C tier killer. Not too sure about where in the C tier, but I would probably put him above Pig but below Legion. She has terrible range, but actually a better arc than Huntress. Yeah, true. On small loops, she can get better. Best stealth, I'd say. If you can manage stalk properly, it can be pretty nice. Yeah, but he's just gonna get shit on by like Swifts and stuff. If you know you're 99, you can take a hit while he's carrying and stuff. I'm thinking about like top MMR here. People, yeah, like this is how it probably is in top MMR. Demo, everyone's favorite puppy, finally back in DBD after being out. How long was it? 2 years? Yeah, but Stranger Things is finally back. My favorite show of all time, probably. He's probably the best Devour Hope user and maybe Save the Best for Last user in the game. Especially if you have Lifeguard Whistle for Devour. You can easily know when they're on the totem and then teleport back. And you can easily know if they're cleansing the or like closing the portal right next to Devour. You can easily teleport back in that time. So if you know what you're doing, you're probably gonna get a 5-stack Devour quite easily. He has some cool techs with this shred and stuff. You can not curve, but you can slide or like hug tech, I guess, across like cars and stuff, and you can get up on some pretty cool spaces. And he's the only killer. Wait, not the only killer. I think Pinhead can go out of RPD. I don't know how to do it though, but demos is quite easily to get out of RPD if you want to do that. Which doesn't improve his tier list, of course, but it's quite fun to mention. He can easily break pallets, and he has good mobility. All of this, I would probably say is a B tier for now. Maybe above Bubba. I think I would put him above Bubba because of his mobility. Billy can sort of do it, not as well. I haven't tried that. I only know about the Borgo thing, but I can't do it on Billy. I haven't seen anyone do it with Billy. Okay, next is Oni. Oni is very reliant on a good early game. You need to get at least one early hit or a couple early hits if you're gonna get your power early, but then you have to rely on add-ons with the blood, and you have to rely on yeah, as I said, early hits to get your power rolling early, and it gets stronger and stronger as you have more injured survivors, more hooks, more of everything, less pallets, everything. So he gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. I'll probably put him in the B tier for now. Maybe A tier later, but he's probably definitely high A, high B I mean. He's definitely stronger than Hag, no? But he's weaker than Plague. I'll probably put him in low B, lower A actually. Do you not watch my streams? Yeah, well, no, because I'm working. I definitely didn't watch your stream while I was working yesterday. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely didn't. No, sir. My boss is watching. Yeah, I definitely didn't do that. Not at all. No. Definitely didn't watch your whole stream during my work shift. No. You getting a clip? Okay. Next, Deathslinger. He does require predicting where the survivors are gonna go, and you need to be accurate with your shots, more so than Huntress, I would say. He has very good add-ons, or a few very good add-ons, and he's good with M1 perks because his spear gun works with M1. You can reel someone in. You can use him with save the best for last because you can injure survivors even if they're obsession, just by getting a spear shot. If you don't hit them with the sport, if you let them go. Big maps are a big problem for him because he's so slow. He's a 110 killer, and if the map is big, you need to get closer to them to be able to shoot your gun, even if you're doing it from a range. So I would say he's probably low B, high C, probably low B for now. Yeah, not too sure about Deathslinger at this situation. Pyramid Head next. Probably the best tunneler killer in the game. Because he ignores perks like decisive strikes and hook perks like that. If you're good at tormenting, which I am not, and good at hitting your M2, you're probably gonna get much value from him. But I would say it's quite difficult to play. Because you kind of need to predict where survivors are gonna go and then shoot. And then flicking is really difficult, but also very cool to do. But you can easily get hooks with the cage, and if you torment them. So if you know how to torment, you're probably gonna play him well. You can tunnel off the cage, which is good if you want to win, I guess. His power is also, like I said, quite difficult. So I'll probably put him in low B, high C for now. Probably not above Deathslinger. Is him A? Maybe I'm wrong about this. Probably above Deathslinger, actually. Above Baba? Yeah, I think so. Above Demo? Above Demo. Probably put Wraith down, actually. There. Maybe. His tunnel potential is so good. His chase is also super good. He also lacks map pressure, but I feel like tunnel makes up for that, yeah. I wonder if we, like, if there was a way to, like, cleanse your torment, if you would have more slowdown, or if your M2 made people tormented like they tried out, if you would be really good or too strong then. And don't forget, he probably has the worst add-ons in the entire game. He only has like 2 add-ons that you have to use every game. His add-ons are very bad, which does bring him down a lot. Would make him broken, yeah, true. But like, I wonder if they could do something else with the Torment. Next is Blight. My favorite killer, my main, my boy. He has many useful techs, hug taking, moon rushing, everything. Hug taking probably the easiest out of those two, but he also has other techs you could use. And I seem to play him in a particular way that gets a lot of bugs, so I get like a yellow thing around my screen, like a bug, many times actually. But yeah, as you know, he's very strong. Just below nurse. Very good add-ons. Should probably be 110 killer. 110 and then nerf maybe some of the add-ons, and that would have him in a good position. And then we're not talking about nurse now, but make nurse 1 blink maybe, or something else like that. That would probably take them both down to high A tier. But for now he goes right behind nurse in S tier. Next is Twins. Twins requires a lot of slugging, in my opinion. It's quite difficult against Swifts because they can easily pick up. If someone downs you, you kick Victor, and then you can easily pick up survivors before Charlotte can come over if they're far enough away. People can hold Victor hostage, which isn't that good anymore, I think. But it's still kind of useful if the team know what they're doing and stuff. So this probably goes for every killer, but Twins is probably one of the killers that are most affected by Swifts. I wonder if Jackie would be better if Nurse was 1 blink. Maybe. I would say no, but it would be close, or at least closer. Twins is so good. I feel like she's good because people don't know how to play against her. Because they never face her. Like there's one Twins player in the whole community. But it's difficult to avoid damage. You can easily get a down or a hit with Victor if you play it correctly. Survivors can obviously kick him, but yeah. I'm a monster, yeah, I would say. Yeah, I agree with that. But if it's a Swift in high MMR, then you're probably gonna have a hard time, I would say. Gets better. Twins, not Chucky. I'm assuming you're talking about Twins. She's probably gonna go in low A, high B. Stronger than Hag. Or not? Below, stronger than Hag or not? Stronger than Hag for sure. Okay, I believe you. I would say low A then. Trickster recently got some changes. I haven't had the time to check him out, but I know about the changes. I've seen some people play him, but I haven't gone against him or played him yet. I only seen like on Twitch and stuff. To be honest, I don't really notice that much of a difference, but I think he's stronger than he was before. And the fact that he's 115 now is obviously also good for him. You notice it less now that MFT is basically killed. So you notice the 110 less, but you still notice it. Obviously got a buff not long ago again. He got a buff like a couple days ago when Checky came out, and he got a buff when Huntress and Trickster got the locker reload buff thingy. But yeah, you can easily injure and down survivors. He's probably, if there are like many high loops on the map, then like you can crouch, you can just run around it if like he can't hit over it and stuff. So that's what makes him not too strong in my opinion. Probably the most rage-inducing killer in the game in my opinion. I get so mad when I play against him. I would put him in low B or high C. I'll put him in low C for now. But I will probably put him to low B. Nemesis, slow early game. You need to build your power. He probably should start in tier 2, in my opinion. And the zombies are really stupid and very slow. They don't really do much. They rarely get hits. Only thing they're good for is face camping and gen camping. But face camping is very rare, and they sometimes get alright gen pressure. But if there's 2 people on a gen, one can kite the zombie away and one can finish gen, which is kind of useful. And you can stun the zombies with pallets and flashlight them, which is fair in my opinion. You spend, you use a pallet to get rid of part of his power. Nemesis might be the only S tier killer on my tier list, talking about a monster at IMR. This guy's literally a monster, yeah. This guy's well, Blight is also a monster, I would say. Metaphorically speaking, and in the game. He gets countered, sadly, by crouches and stuff, which kind of ruins him for me. I'll probably put him just below Trickster. For now, at least. Cenobite, next. It's a weird one for me because you can shoot under stuff better than Huntress. He has some wacky attacks. Nemesis? Yeah. Or shoot under stuff better than Huntress. That's what you mean by Trickster, I guess. Okay, I see. Yeah, Pinhead is weird to me. You can... The chain is quite difficult to use, in my opinion. But if they have a safe pallet, they can easily drop it, and they won't really get any disadvantage by it. So many people use brutal strength on him to be able to chain survivors and then break the pallet to easily catch up again. Yeah, quite difficult to play, I would say, but it can be really good if you know how to play him. And is it true that you should never teleport to the box? Like, never? Great, actually, the box gives him super good pressure. Yeah, the chain hunts are nice because they can't really do much or any gen at that time. I kind of forgot about it. Able to predict spawns, you can just keep chaining boxes, a lot like Sadako when played well. Yeah, it's true. You can TB sometimes. Okay, but not that much, I guess. I'll probably put him B tier. I don't know where exactly though. Probably above Wraith. I don't know if above. Is he better than Pyramid Head, Demo, and Clown? He's probably not better than Hag, but what do you think? You think he's better than Pyramid Head, Demo, and Clown? Usually want to chase survivors with the box. Do they lose the box if you hit them? I'm not too sure. Okay. Be higher. He's not as good as Pyramid Head. Okay, I'll look at it later, but For now, I don't really see why he should be higher, but I'm probably wrong about it. Better than Clown? This is weird to me, because I think he's better than Clown, but worse than Pyramid Head. And you think the opposite. Or not the opposite, but you think different. So like... Oh yeah, Clown? I mean, I just hate going against Clown and feel like he's so strong because of his bottles. Like, the Bleach, like you get so slow, I don't know how to counter him. You just, I guess, vault, but then you can just break the pallets. And you can't fast vault when you're infected. You just spam bottles. I just don't see how you counterplay him. I see how you counterplay Cenobite, how you counterplay Pyramid Head, how you counterplay Demo. But I don't see how you counterplay Clown. You can't really dodge his bottles either. Yeah. Next is Artist. She's probably... I don't know why she's so boring to play, but I don't like her. She has range with the birds. You can snipe people on gens, but you can make them go off the gen, but it doesn't really do much if they do get off, unless they get hit a second time. You can injure people if you're in chase, if you place your birds correctly and close enough. Like Knight, she's kind of a zoning killer, I would say. You just wait for the birds to spawn, and yeah, but not similar to Knight, but there's something that are similar, I would say. On most pellets you can't, you just pre-drop and run. Okay, so you just pre-drop against him. That's good for him though. I wouldn't say that counters him. That's just good for him. Okay. Yeah, Artist is a weird one to me. I don't really see... I think many people see her as strong, but I don't really see it. You don't enjoy her much? Yeah, I don't either. I don't play her either that much. But I see how people are good at her if they're good at her. Yeah, I see how they're good at her if they're good at her. Yeah, makes sense. She probably has a... I'm probably gonna put her here for now. That might be the most controversial one. Super good crowd ladies, yeah. I feel like this might be very controversial. She might be low B, but I know some people might put her in A tier, I think. Sadako next. She was probably the worst killer in the game before the buff, but after the buff, I really like playing against her. Not against her, I hate playing against her, but I love playing her. As for Sadako, maybe. She's probably gonna go in high B tier, because before people called her as condemn Sadako, if you're trying to just go for the condemns, and you're more reliant on slugging before if you had ring drawing, because before ring drawing made you could pick up survivors on the ground and you would get your condemn spread to you. But you don't do that anymore, but that's more healthy for her because it makes her more reliant on chasing and teleporting, not actually slugging, which slugging is probably the most boring part of the game in my opinion. So she's definitely more healthy now, and she can spam teleports to get stacks, and if they pick up a tape, they won't get condemned, but you can hit them, and then they will get more condemned. She's super consistent if against Swifts. She has pretty darn good chase potential and has some of the best pressure. Yeah, true. And she has, like, when you're what's it called? When you're demanifested, you can't get stunned by pellets. Good survivors will know this and remember it, but many mid-tier survivors, low-tier survivors will probably not remember it and just throw the pellet in your face, and then you can easily break the pellet. Yeah, basically built-in enduring. Yeah, mega enduring, like it. A strong enduring. A stronger, I mean. I'll probably put her in... I don't know where to put her here. Probably there for now. Maybe higher. Maybe way higher. I don't know. I'll just put it there for now. Dredge. When he came out, I thought he was very good. But now he has good mobility. He can just teleport to any locker he wants across the map. He can pressure gens by going, if the lockers are close to gens. He's alright. Yeah, I would say he's kind of mid. Darkness should probably be better and maybe happen more often. Because you use his add-ons that increase the or decrease the time it takes to get darkness, but you still don't get it too often. Unless you injure many survivors. Which I would say is not... He's good at hit and running, I guess. You can hit someone, teleport to a locker. But I'd say he's kind of weird right now. He's kind of mid, but... and the chase is alright. You can return to your remnant, I guess. Many survivors know how to play against that and can easily predict if you're gonna teleport or not. I would say he's probably mid right now. He's probably right here, I would say. Best skins to the kid though, so it's for sure. Yeah, if we did a skin tier list, yeah, I might do a skin tier list, reviewing every skin together and seeing who has the best skins. Freddy would be S tier, of course, because he has so many skins. Wesker, I think everyone knows where I'm gonna put Wesker. Super fun to play. I think he is fun to go against, but you get him so often because everyone plays him. So it's boring to go against because everyone plays him. But it's fun to go against because he has such a fun power, I guess. I think the hindered when you're fully infected is too much. 8%, I think. It should be like 4% maybe. I would say that's fair. I like that you can use bamboozle with it with your power. You can vault with your power to get bamboozle, everything. I think it's really strong when I would put him Aether. I don't know if he's stronger than Spirit or Huntress. I think he might be. D for Albert. Yeah, Albert Wesker. No, D tier should be Bird Lady. The Dirt Lady. I'll probably put him here. I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think I'll put him there. Knight. Everyone's least favorite killer, probably. Or maybe Skull Merchant probably is it. Probably a very boring killer to go against. And I recently started using Map of the Realm with him. Because I got like before, I placed down a guard at the loop, and they just ran away. I didn't get the chase from the guard. But now that I place my guard down at the loop and use Map of the Realm, I almost always get the chase with the survivor. It's nothing without map. Yeah, true. I'm probably gonna go because he has such a big buff with map, so I'll probably put him on the list because of map. He has good pressure with his guards if you know how to get chases with the guards. The guard chases should probably be longer, I would say. And the guards should maybe be a bit faster. Not the assassin probably. But the Carnifex and the Jailer should maybe be a bit faster. And probably better AI, because sometimes the AI bugs and it's not too fun. I think I'll put him in low B for now, actually. He might be high C later, I'll have to see. Skull Merchant, in my opinion, I liked going against Skull Merchant before more than I do now. Now you basically only see like orange on the whole map, fucking drones everywhere just spinning around. And you get, I don't really know how she works now, but I think I figured it out somewhat. She's definitely weaker, but more boring now. Weaker in 3 gens as well. And the hindered when you get, I don't know when you get hindered when you become broken, I think. But I think she's weaker than she was. I'll probably put him in C tier, high C tier for now. Maybe below Artist, Trickster, I'll see, but yeah, very boring killer in my opinion. He's better than now without MFT, yeah, true. The guards don't really... the guards can hit them easily. Dark tier meta? Really? Are people actually using Dark tier? Yeah, and the stealth on a Skull Merchant, you're right. Guaranteed downs in chase with the drones. Yeah, you're right, actually. Maybe low B, actually. Above Knight. I kind of forgot about the stealth. I wish people used Dark Area. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, the Shattered Hope, you used that so many times. Singularity. Still too easy to counterplay in my opinion. I really liked him when he came out, but now that people know how to play against him, I don't think he's strong. You can easily counterplay him, and many people like to pre-drop against him. So, but I like that you can break pallets so quickly, and you can break pallets if you teleport onto a pallet. If someone is on the other side of it, you teleport inside the pallet and break it, which is nice, but I don't think he's strong. A really good Singularity is really strong though. It's really scary. Up. Low B. I see. Like Skull Merchant, Knight, Singularity, Artist, Trickster, and Nemesis, maybe Legion, could all be low B or high C. It's really close. So I don't know really where to put him. Well, I'll put him there for now. Xenomorph. Basically, like, Nemesis is tall, he's low to the ground when he's in his power. And he can teleport with his tunnels easily, no cooldown. I think, no cooldown. You can easily get your power by going in a tunnel and then coming out of it. Easily get your power back if you get burned out of it. The turrets are good for slowing him down and make him use his power, wasting time. So that's a nice counter to him. It would make him stronger, of course, if they didn't have turrets. I'm probably gonna put him in B tier. The whip is not. It's as long as. It's a bit longer than tier 1, I think. Might be wrong. Yeah, he has very good add-ons. I forgot to mention that. Go for A. I would say high B or low A. We have so many B tier, we should probably put him in A then. Low A. Twins. Yeah, probably above Twins. I think I'm happy with that. Chucky. I think everyone knows he's A tier. I might as well just put him there. But yeah, basically, he is an Oni without having to work for your power, basically. He's very small, very difficult to mind game. 4.8. The Xenomorph. Okay, and what is the Nemesis? I think it's weaker than Plague. I would no, maybe. People don't cleanse, I would say it's stronger than Plague. But weaker than Huntress. Weaker than Spirit. I don't know. It could easily be just below Wesker. Or could it be over Wesker? I don't know. I'll put him here for now. Stronger than Wesker, you'd say so? Easily injured. Stealth. Chase is better. You can't really predict them. Okay, I'll go for that. The slowdown. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else Chucky has other than his hidey hole. He doesn't have anything, does he? Just easy power to use, easy power to get hits with. Scamper, I guess. In my opinion, I might put Wesker above him. Guaranteed hits though with Scamper. Yeah, that's true. People can kind of like pre-run against the pallet. Kind of pre-run if they know he's gonna Scamper, and then yeah, it's a weird one, I'd say. Okay, I'm gonna put him stronger than Spirit, stronger than Huntress, stronger than Plague, stronger than Oni. Oni or Xenomorph? I have a few questions about this. Oni and Xenomorph, Spirit, Huntress, Pyramid Head, and Clown. Deathslinger, Bubba, Wraith, Artist. I don't know. Yeah, which is higher? A bit worse at time more. I agree. Do I agree? Yeah, I think so. Is Twins A tier? Is Hag A tier? Hag is 110. Clown. Demo. Okay, Primited. I think I'm gonna put him here. Easily break pallets. Teleport map. Clown Sadako. Teleport invisible. Not stronger than Cenobite, I'd say. Or the box and the chain hunts. Okay, maybe. Box and chain hunts. Clown is going way down now that I think about it. Dredge. I'd say the Clown is stronger than Dredge, I'd say. Even with the mobility, the locker, the darkness and stuff. It's a weird one. I would say these are close, but I think Clown and Dredge better than Wraith. In my opinion, at least. Bubba worse than Wraith. Yeah, I'd say so. Deathslinger probably better than Bubba, I'd say now. Skull Merchant probably better than Bubba, I'd say. Maybe. Is Knight better than Bubba? I don't think Singularity is. But I'm wondering if Knight might be. You have no power until you get first hit, which can be delayed by so long by juicers. Yeah, that's true. Very true. You don't think so? You can zone so easily and you can get... Okay, yeah, okay. Singularity and Artist. No, I'll put him here. Trickster and Artist. I don't think so. Nemesis, Trickster. Okay, while I think about this, I'm gonna go to the bottom. Trapper is... Yeah, probably the worst. And then Nightmare. Mars is fine. Billy is fine. Doctor... It's fine. Pig, probably fine. Ghostface is fine. Legion... Legion better than Nemesis is... Am I crazy about that? Legion above Nemesis? Oh, you could moon down? Are you serious? Just strange placements in general, you'd say so? I think this is pretty good. Um, Legion... Wait. Legion... Exposed with Ghostface. Easily injure. Ghostface has stealth. Pig has stealth, slowdown. Legion has injure. Legion basically just injures people. But is injuring people stronger than Ghostface being able to stalk and stealth? And Pig being able to stealth and the traps? Easily break pallets with Nemesis. Probably goes above Trickster. I think around this is where I wanna have it. I'm just kind of confused about the bottom B and lower bottom B and higher C. It's probably my most confusing part. Mm. Okay, let me note it down. Nemesis, Artist, Trickster, Legion, Ghostface. Night. Nemesis. Okay, let's look. You play a game if you aren't sure. If you win, they are good. If the lists are bad, easy enough. Yeah, true. We could do that. Um, just the zombies, mid-range. You have to reload with Trickster. He gets more downs easily than Legion. Is Peak better than Ghostface? Probably. Because of the slowdown. Okay. What is Trickster? Um, yeah, the main event now is also good. Trickster. Is it better? Is it better than Nemesis? An artist? Don't think so. But would you put Baba, Knight, Singularity um, above or below Artist, Nemesis, and Trickster? Might be better than Nemi. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree. Hmm. Okay, nearing the end. You don't know about Knight or Skull Merchant, really? You don't know about putting them there? It's where did odds put them? Where to place them? Okay. You don't play them much. Okay. I mean, odds put them kinda the same place. Yeah, but Ghostface kinda high though. I think I'm happy with something like this. I mean, without... Should we put into account map of the realm? This might actually be better. Just push them down to low C, no, high C. It's a high MMR. Yeah. You are not going to be running? Yeah, true. Stronger than Singularity. I think I'm happy with this. Might do that. It's very close. It's very close between Skull Merchant, Baba, Singularity, Knight, Artist, Trickster, Nemesis. Maybe Legion. No, probably not Legion. But these at least. Down to Nemesis. From Skull Merchant to Nemesis. It's very close between basically all of them. I'd say I'm probably happy with this though. There's definitely some things that probably do need changing, but can't get everything right, I guess. And also, this is just my personal opinion from playing the game. Some people are probably gonna have to have a different opinion than me, considering I have played every killer, but I haven't played every killer to the same extent. Don't know what everyone is fully capable of. I know what everyone does, but not what everyone is fully capable of if played perfectly or close to perfectly. So I'm probably gonna leave it at this. So let me know if anyone has anything they would like changed about this, which isn't gonna change anything because this is my tier list. But I would like to see what other people's opinions are about this and their own tier lists. Also, this is gonna be a YouTube video, so make sure you comment down what I just said about what you think might be wrong with this, but I think I'm pretty happy with this, as I'm sure people are gonna have different opinions. But yeah, this is probably gonna be it. So yeah, see you next video. Goodbye.